got my keys to the classroom. This is what it looks like before I've done any work on it. Here's the kiln room. Lots of organizing needs to be done in here. But yeah, I'm gonna do a full day of rearranging the furniture, and I'll show you guys what it looks like after. After one day in the classroom, I've moved all the big furniture into place. Okay, now to the fun stuff. Let's get some fabric to make some decor. The first thing I want to make is a triangle banner. I want it to be pretty big, like 20 feet. That's why I got some more fabric. I have a fabric bin at home that I'll look at like the old pieces I have, but I want it to be very colorful, so we'll see what we have in my basket. Hi, sweetheart. Hi. The craft again. Okay, going through this bin, I love that flower print as well as the yellow print. This flowers that Nova's sitting on right here. So I'm going to use those for the triangles, and then I have this gingham blue that'll be for the backing of all the triangles. So I just finished cutting all of those out. Now I'm pinning them so I can run them through my sewing machine. Okay, now everything is sewn, so it's time to iron everything. I sped that up a lot. That took me like 2 hours. I'm not very good at sewing, and I haven't done a sewing project in a while, so that took a very long time. Now I am doing kind of the ribbon. I just made this I went and bought a yard of yellow fabric. Now I'm switching out my thread because I accidentally started with a brown thread and ruined some of my fabric. So we're going yellow now, so it doesn't look as noticeable. I'm going to cut most of this out now because I'm not a professional, but all that I'm doing is sewing the strips of fabric together to make a really long ribbon essentially, and then I will pin the triangles onto this and sew over the top. Okay, now just finishing touches and cutting off the extra thread. Okay, this next DIY I want to do is going to be a lot quicker. I'm just going to make some prints for my desk area and whiteboard. So I switched the paper from my printer into an Epson mat that I just showed, and now I'm printing out some cute art that I found on Pinterest. I specifically love the Progress Over Perfection piece. It's like the Eric Carle art. So I'm going to frame that one and do like a cute little fabric frame. Now I'm just trimming those cute little prints and then going to decide which fabric I like best. I thrifted this frame, and it's actually the weirdest frame to take apart. I had to like unscrew those, but finally got it figured out. I'm picking the bunny fabric. I love this fabric and I think it'll look so cute and colorful in my room. I'm just using tape to stick the sides down and then cutting an X out of the middle with an X-Acto knife and a ruler and just folding those over and taping them down. I'm super happy with how this turned out. I'm just going to tape the print in the middle to make sure it's centered and doesn't move. I'm super happy with how this one turned out. I think it looks adorable. Okay, last project I want to show you guys. I made this little star felted banner. Took me like an hour to make total. It was really fun. I just stuffed it. And yeah, they look adorable. I'm going to put them above my desk. Okay, day 2, we're back in the classroom. This day is pretty sped up. This was a day of taking inventory and organizing the supplies that I have. This year I'm splitting my classroom up into 5 different table groups, so that's why I'm color coding all of the materials so that they can independently grab them from stations that are open in class time. Okay, now this is an awesome elementary hack. Would super recommend this, and they're fun to fill up. I think they're adorable. Okay, now I'm gonna dust and sweep the entire room to get ready to put up some decorations. Okay, we are back day 3 in the classroom. I'm just starting today by cutting out these labels that I printed for my cabinets. I also off camera made another paper banner. This is of my name, so I'm gonna put it above my desk. I love how this turned out. I think it's adorable. Okay, and it was so cute. I made another one. So this one's gonna go in the front of my room at my door. Okay, now it's time to put up my fabric banner. For all of these banners, I'm just using command hooks because they're easy to move around and won't damage the paint on my wall. Okay, that's so cute. Okay, I love that. Looks awesome. And you can see my little star banner. It's much smaller, but it's over here. Now that I'm seeing this kind of just makes me want to make another one for there. So we'll see. Before I got this position at this public elementary school, I worked at a museum of art. And so I have all these leftover teaching resources of different paintings that were in my museum. So I'm gonna use these posters as decoration in my classroom. I already have one put up there. That one's called Trifloria. That was my favorite piece that was in the entire museum. These other pieces, I'm gonna go through them and see what fits my classroom theme and then put some behind my desk. Okay, now I want to put up some artwork of my own. This is last month's art print that I sent out, and here is this month's. I don't think I'm gonna put up my mail stickers on the wall. I'm gonna save these for my mini fridge. Organized my classroom into 3 different stations. I have a painting station, a collage station, and a drawing station. I am going to make some big signs to put above each station so the kids remember where everything is. Got some tempera paint and we're just going to make them really simple. I keep almost putting the paintbrush in my mouth because that's what I do with my paintbrushes. But definitely should not do that here. I don't know if my kids have touched these. I'm just doing a second coat over the letters because tempera isn't super opaque. Tempera is really nice for elementary because it's really cheap in comparison to other paints and you can get washable tempera. Let's let this dry. Now let's do collage. Okay, we are headed back to the classroom for day 4. I absolutely love a good carbonated soda, so picked that up first. Today I am focusing on making places for students to turn in. To do this, rather than buying new plastic organizational cubbies and creating more waste, I'm actually just reusing cardboard boxes and painting them to kind of give them a fresh look and make them more bright and noticeable so kids know exactly where to go when they turn in. This rolling piece is awesome because it's double-sided, so I'll use that for all 4 days of my K through 3rd grade. Okay, these boxes over here, I'm starting by painting just with white tempera paint over all the branding, and then I am going to do these in a cute little rainbow order. These are going to be for my 4th through 6th grade classes. And yes, I know that yellow is not first in the rainbow order. I just started painting these in the order that my paint was ready, so the red will get moved in front of the yellow. Okay, awesome. These are all done, and then with the rest of my time, I just set up my painting station. Okay, it's a new day, day 5, starting by putting up my Elements of Art posters above my whiteboard. Now that those educational posters are up, I'm going to start putting more art pieces around the room. I want the room to be filled with art for inspiration and for students to learn about other artists. Okay, this part of my decor was probably the most frustrating. You guys have no idea how many times this fell down and I had to get back over to the other side to put this up, but it turned out looking so cute that it was worth it, and wait till you see it with the string lights. It's adorable. Okay, here we go, putting more art posters up in the back of the room. Now let's open packages of things I got for the classroom. This first package, this is a wireless doorbell that a lot of teachers use and have recommended to me for cleanup time to alert all students at the same time. It's way easier than yelling. Okay, now here is a lamp I got from IKEA. I have one in my own living room at home and I absolutely love it. My dad was kind enough to actually buy this for me for my classroom. So I want to put it with a colorful bulb and we'll see how it looks. Vibrant of a pink, so I am gonna return those bulbs and get like a lighter, softer pink. I'm taking out this light bulb and we'll order a new, less bright one on Amazon. Okay, I got this fridge off Facebook Marketplace. I have some scents up in here. So I'm just gonna Clorox the outside mainly, get that perfect, and then the inside a little bit because I have to clean that with mold remover. Then of course I put my art on the fridge to make it a little more whimsical. Now I'm finishing up this day by cleaning the room. The floors are honestly so bad. So I've cleaned these a lot, but I'm doing a deeper clean today before I leave the room. I did more work this evening from my home studio, like printing posters as well as writing some curriculum. Hi friends, welcome back. It is day 5, I think, setting up the classroom. This is going to be my final day setting up the room with all the big stuff. I'll do a few tweaks here and there before the school year starts. First thing I want to do is put in this light bulb on the lamp. I switched to like an amber instead of the pink just because it was so neon. This was a great switch. I love this so much better. Okay, now I'm wanting to frame my diploma. I got this beautiful walnut floating frame that I'm really excited about. I'm not gonna hang it up on my walls today, but I wanna put it in the frame. I just wanted to fix these paper chains before I got started on my next thing. Now I'm just going to be cutting some of the posters and rules, procedures, those kind of things. Kind of boring, but needs to be done. Okay, this I have been waiting for this whole time. I am now putting up my cute little string lights. These, I don't remember if I showed you guys, but they're tiny little stars and they look adorable. This took super long, so I won't show you the whole process, but now they're up and they look beautiful. It's now time to give you a classroom tour of my elementary K through 6 art classroom. I'm going to start in the back of the room and then we'll work our way up. Okay, here is the front door to my classroom. When you first walk in, I have turn-in storage for grades 4 through 6. Just painted these old cardboard boxes to this will be storage for when we do ceramics. Here we have our 2 stations. Here we have drawing, so I have colored pencils, crayons, markers, everything sorted into table groups so kids can come up here, grab what they need, just bring it back to their table and start working. Then we have paper, and then here, this station is the collage station. So we have all of our glue, tape, small scissors, big scissors, all of this stuff. And over here we have our different papers. We have stamps and inks that kids can use, some fancy papers that they can grab, like scrapbooking, as well as that. This is full of paper scraps that kids can use, and this is where they will put their scraps from their collages, and then I'll sort them by color so they're easy to grab. Okay, now here, this is my kiln room. I'm the only one allowed in here just because safety hazards and stuff, but still put cute little pom-poms just so that the kids get familiar with this being where the kiln is and excited for when we do ceramics in the school year, because the last teacher didn't do ceramics at all with them, even though we have this beautiful kiln, so I think the kids will be really excited. Also, you'll notice that it's pretty empty back here. That's because I want to design some like fun Eric Carle art for this bulletin board, as well as put up the signs of what centers these are, so collage, drawing, and so I'll fill these when my contract days start, just because I've been in here so much, so I wanted to get the main stuff done, and then these stay tuned for me. Okay, over here is our fiber art area and mini library. So here I have a bunch of how to draw books, other books. We have the how to draw sorted by animals, cartoons, fashion, dinosaurs, airplanes, insects, all the how to draw you want right here. And to color code, put tape on the spine so you know which kind of book it is. This is my paper cupboard. Tons of paper for me. Here is what I mean with the fiber art station, basically filled with yarn, felt, all that stuff. And then here, googly eyes, pom-poms, buttons, stuff that they can independently grab, as well as with the limit of how many they can grab. Here is the storage cart that I painted these box lids to store art for K through 3rd graders. So I have day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, because it rotates and has another side. So this will be awesome for that. Now we have my desk area. This is my desk. I have this, it's kind of like a monitor stand. There's not a way for my knees to go in, and there's no drawers, so it's like a really weird desk, but it's fine because I'll probably be sitting for like 2 minutes of the entire day. But I will be sitting when I want to use my elbow to do demos on the projector, so it's nice to have it be cozy over here. I made my little fridge super cute so that I can load her up with Dr. Pepper and some fruit for the day. Over here, I have some of my favorite art pieces up from museums, my bachelor's degree in art education, and yeah, kind of just some random stuff that I've been using to get the classroom set up, so this will be more clean. I have some of my favorite of my own art books. Cats and Art, got this for my cute baby sister, and then this art book that my mom gifted me, which is like the full visual history of all things art. So, and then here I have how I can ring my cleanup bell, which is that. It's just a wireless doorbell. I love it. And then some books. I have an Eric Carle book, and then I have this cute book about the true story of the color blue, indigo blue. So on this side of the room, I have my sink right next to my painting. The painting station is also going to be set up like a come and grab what you need, go back to your tables to use on whatever project you like. However, that will be learned, so not in the beginning of the school year. We're going to learn like the expectations, and then we'll be able to use this a lot more often. Okay, now we are back in the front of the classroom. So this is my desk area that I showed you guys. Here are some painting drying racks, and then here on my rainbow rug is where I will either read books with them or play games. We have these blocks that they absolutely love for learning about like architecture and fun things like that. Some other fast finishers all in here, as well as some more in my desk for me to rotate. And then here is my chair for starting instructions so that I can be very face-to-face with them. And yeah, here the cute little decor I'm loving all the string lights. Okay, now it is time for us to do a before and after. It's crazy looking at this back to back. I forget how much work and cleaning and organizing went into this, but I'm so happy with how it turned out. Okay, let's see the after. I absolutely love how my classroom turned out. I had so much fun setting up all the main stuff. So excited to get the kids in here and making art. So stay tuned for more classroom updates as the school year begins. And yeah, thanks for watching.